Throughout 2023, there were numerous predictions of a housing market crash. But contrary to these gloomy forecasts, home values have actually stabilized and even rose, defying expectations. They even increased after record-setting growth seen in 2022. While it's true that a number of real estate transactions have decreased significantly, the overall market resilience is noteworthy. Looking ahead into 2024, we're going to explore potential trends in the housing market and provide insights on how to effectively navigate through these changes. Let's dive straight in and discuss the hot topic on everyone's mind, and that is mortgage rates. It's evident and significant the rise in mortgage rates was a key factor in slowing down the housing market in 2023. The market essentially came to a standstill, especially in October, where rates soared as high as even 8%, leading to a sharp decline in transactions. Now, the pressing question is, what can we expect for mortgage rates in the foreseeable future? My forecast, based on trends observed at the close of Q4 in 2023, is that mortgage rates, which were around 6.6 at the time, will slightly decrease. I anticipate by the end of Q1 in 2024, rates will be at around 6.5%. As the year progresses, I expect a gradual decline, with rates potentially reaching approximately 6% towards the end of the year. There's even a possibility that we might see them dip into the high 5 by the end of 2024. This represents a significant shift for both buyers and sellers who have been waiting on the sidelines, paralyzed by the highest mortgage rates we've seen in many, many years. So what can we expect with the lowering of mortgage interest rates? The first thing to consider is affordability. A popular topic the media highlights: the average consumer struggles to afford average priced homes, a statement that can be held true. Currently, the average price of a home in the country stands at about $364,000. As of October in 2023, with interest rates at 8%, the average mortgage payment was just underneath $2,700 per month. For many homeowners in the US, this amount was simply too high to manage. Consider the average mortgage payment for 2024 with an estimated average interest rates of about 6.3%, as I predict. The monthly housing payments would decrease by approximately $400 on average. So if reduced interest rates improve affordability, what does this impact have on demand? With lower interest rates in 2024 making houses more affordable, I anticipate an increase of mortgage applications. With increased demand, the housing market stands to benefit significantly, especially for sellers. More potential buyers who were previously hesitant and on the sidelines are now entering the market, actively engaging in transaction. This shift is also advantageous for the buyers, who are now more actively participating in the market. Consequently, we can expect to see a home rise in the amount of home sales. In 2023, it's projected that by the end of the year, nationwide home sales will be at around 4.5 to 4.6 million, making it the slowest market since the Great Recession of 2008 and 2009. This period has been challenging for many realtors. However, with interest rates on the decline, I'm optimistic about the future, anticipating an improvement in the housing market. For 2024, the expectation is that we'll see at about 5 million transactions, and by the end of 2025, this number could even rebound to about 5.5 million transactions. When considering the potential for opportunity, this translates to 5 million home sales, each involving a buyer and a seller, thus creating a total of 10 million opportunities. Home sales are going to increase as a result of higher demand. Now let's examine what the trend in home prices are likely to be. Contrary to the predictions made by many for a massive housing crash in 2023, the outcome was quite different. The data indicates that prices actually rose upwards of 4.5% year over year. As a result, the average home price in the country reached at approximately $364,000 in 2023. I anticipate that in 2024, home prices will continue to rise due to a combination of lower inventory and heightened demand. This trend aligns with basic economic principles of supply and demand. Will we witness extreme 20% appreciation rates we've experienced in recent years? Definitely not. However, we can anticipate to a more average appreciation rate. My expectation is the increase of about 3%, which would elevate the home price from $364,000 all the way up to $376,000. Fannie Mae, in collaboration with Pulsenomics, developed a survey to assess expectations for housing prices over the next 5 years. On average, the panelists predicted that from present until the end of 2028, there's going to be about a 25% increase in housing prices. The most optimistic participants in the survey forecasted a rise up to 40% in home prices over the next 5 years. Even the survey's most pessimistic respondents anticipated an increase of home prices by 10% from the beginning of 24 all the way through 28. Not a single panelist anticipated a decline in home prices, much less a crash. Therefore, all the talk about a housing market crash circulating out there is clickbait. It's important to be mindful of the motives behind these messages, as there's absolutely no data, none at all, from any economist suggesting that home prices are set to decrease. The consensus amongst most economists is that home prices are expected to rise. My own estimation is that prices will increase at about 2 to 3.5% in 2024, which is typical. Furthermore, in 2025, I anticipate another increase in home prices as mortgage rates are likely to continue to decline, which will in turn boost demand. Discussing inventory. Currently, there are approximately 760,000 active listings available for purchase nationwide. My expectation is that inventory will either remain constant or experience a slight decrease, but it will be considerably low if so. I predict that on average, there are going to be 775 to 800,000 homes for sale at any given time, which equates to roughly 3.5 to 3.7 months worth of supply. Now, why is that important? For both 2024 and 2025, we're expected to remain in a seller's market. Most experts agree that around 5 to 6 months worth of inventory is necessary for a balanced, or what you would call a neutral market. This means it's neither a buyer's nor a seller market. Currently, we only have about half of that inventory, indicating that we're quite a distance away from reaching a neutral market. The market will be highly competitive for buyers. Homes that are in excellent condition, priced correctly, are likely to sell swiftly, often receiving multiple offers and even maybe over asking price. Now, let's delve into the hot topic of demand. Due to the combination of higher rates and limited inventory, the average days on market for the home in 2023 actually increased compared to the previous year. Now, this isn't really surprising considering that mortgage rates have been anywhere from 7.5% to 8%, bringing the housing market to almost a standstill and naturally prolonging houses that remained for sale. However, this is expected to improve in 2024. Currently, the nationwide average is 39 days on the market. My predictions for 2024 is that the average property will be listed and sold within approximately 30 days. Furthermore, some reports indicate that 20 through 25% of homes are selling as little as 2 weeks. So I expect the average days on market for homes will decrease year over year, meaning 2024 homes are likely to sell more quickly than they did in 2023. The acceleration in sales pace can be attributed to the combination of lower interest rates and, in turn, increasing demand. Turning our focus to you real estate professionals. As 2023 draws to a close, there are approximately 1.5 million licensed agents. Some experts predict that we may see a reduction of about 20% in this number. The reason behind the expected decrease is a shift towards a market that increasingly favors seasoned professionals. While the outlook is improving, we're emerging from a challenging year. Let's be real. Real estate agents who haven't been building their pipeline for the last 3 to 6 months may face financial difficulties or even have to exit the industry altogether. This is because they will be entering 2024 without a client base cultivated in 2023, essentially leaving them without business. right? Their pipeline is dry. As it's well known in the industry, there's typically a 90-day lag time, which really highlights the importance of prior preparation and building a pipeline. Another factor is to consider the impact of various real estate lawsuits and intense scrutiny that the industry is currently facing. This environment is leading for many to reconsider their commitment to their career. Particularly those who are part-time in the industry may even choose to exit. Reports from 2023 indicated a significant trend of real estate agents leaving the profession, with figures suggesting of about 20 to 30,000 agents per month. A fascinating study conducted by a company called KBW revealed an intriguing aspect of the real estate market. Their analysis showed that the top 20% of agents are responsible for 80 to 90% of all transactions. However, the top 10% of those agents accounted for about 2/3 of those transactions. This trend, where the top 20% of agents handle a majority of the business, is a key factor driving agents who aren't necessarily performing at a high level to exit the industry. The analysis also suggests that over time, the number of real estate agents in the US could potentially decline 300 to 600,000, which represents a decrease in 60 to 80%. Consider this scenario. If the National Association of Realtors reports there are 1.6 million realtors and we experience an 80% reduction, that's over 1 million realtors leaving the business. Personally, I'm in favor for increasing the barrier to entry, raising fees, and making it much more difficult for somebody to get the license. I strongly support the idea of eliminating hobbyists from the field. This shift would result in much larger commission checks and much more for the professional agent, and lead to a significantly improved process and experience for the consumer, whether they're selling or buying, as they would exclusively deal with someone who knows what they're doing. And there you have it. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Send me a message with your thoughts, whether you're an agent aiming to boost sales or considering entering the business, or perhaps maybe you're a consumer looking to buy, sell, invest. Don't hesitate to reach out and get in touch. This is Joel with Real Broker, signing off for now. Until next time.